What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Veve Bros. I'm Grandison Crawford.
And I'm Tony. Get the Omi.
Tony, get the Omi. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our very first brand breakdown, where we break down Frank Kozik and his relation to Kidrobot. With that being said, let's dive in. All right, y'all, we are back. And as we mentioned before, we're going to be talking a little bit on this brand breakdown about Frank Kozik. He's one of the premier artists on Veve, and he's had huge success already. Already talked about a bunch of things that we'll mention later on in the video about potential utility in Veve and the Veve verse. But right now, who is Frank Kozik? Frank Kozik is a legendary San Francisco-based artist, best known for his posters for rock bands, pop art, vinyl toys, and of course, the Labbit. Frank and Kidrobot's relationships go back to the start of Kidrobot, and now Frank Kozik is the chief creative officer for Kidrobot. Basically, the chief creative officer is in charge of, is the highest ranking officer creatively and helps like manage and point to the direction of where art on those things is going. So with that being said, one of the main things that's on there, that's on Veve, is Frank Kozik's Labbits, and they're pretty awesome. But let's look at Kidrobot as a whole. Here we go. So there is a lot going on, and I just want to look at these artist giants because if we look at like some of these things, like there's a Andy Warhol, like a 12-inch. There's the different physical Labbits that they got going on, and they work with a lot of different brands. Basically, if I'm going to break down like what is Kidrobot, Kidrobot, is a worldwide creator and dealer of like limited art and toys and apparel, and it's like lifestyle accessories and stuff like that. Innovative cross between sculpture and conceptual art, and they do a lot of cool stuff. Like I mentioned before, I'm gonna look at these art giants. So of course the Labbits. First and foremost, Tony, get the Omi. Do you own any Labbits?
I have no Labbits.
He's got no Labbits.
But honestly, after looking at a lot of these physical collectibles, man, I'm like, bro, I want the physical version of some of these collectibles. Not so much the Labbits, but these Kidrobot Kozik bunnies.
Yeah, these dunnies, bro.
These dunnies.
Yo, they got a gold Marilyn Monroe. I'm with that.
See, and now I do have Voltron. Like that's a collectible that I do have on the app, and I love that they did like a Voltron collab with the dunny.
Yeah.
Can we on that one time? Can we see the big version?
Yeah.
That's fire, bro.
You can pre-order it. It's not even out yet. Wow.
Wow. Now this is fire, bro.
Yeah, so it's basically $600 for this Voltron real life statue.
Let me see the pose. They got like a pose. Let me see that third pose.
This pose? This one?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
That's fire, bro. I love that his hand can move and stuff like that.
Yo, that's tight.
That's tight.
Yeah, I would definitely get this. I mean, on Veve, the cool thing is like when they drop stuff, it's not nearly as expensive as say like the physical, but some of the collectibles on Veve have surpassed the physical in terms of like what they're worth and things like that. So Frank Kozik is tight. Actually, he has gone on and been very outspoken about his relationship with Veve because he likes that they let him kind of have his own thing. Like he can have, release on other elements, and they encourage that. And because David Yu, the CEO of Veve, is such a collector, he loves Frank Kozik's work. And yeah, I mean, if I got a chance to get one of these dunnies, these Voltron dunnies, I would jump at the chance.
That would be super dope, bro.
They probably drop for like maybe 50 to 100 because I mean they don't drop for that much.
That's fire.
And yeah, and they've done very well on, that's so tight. They've done very well on Veve. Like if we go and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the future utility of these Labbits and what we might be able to see in the future with the Dunnies and things like that. But some of the things that Frank Kozik himself has talked about wanting to do in the VV verse that is coming supposedly soon in 2020. So if we go over to NFT Tracker, that's what I use to keep track of my vault and things like that. I'm not logged in, so y'all can't see nothing of what I'm doing. But here is the whole collection. And if you look, this Labicorn is what I got going on. I got this.
Got the rainbow joint?
I got the rainbow joint, the only animated Labbit.
Gay.
If you don't have it, grab it. And you ain't right.
You ain't right.
Get the Omi is hating, bruh.
No, that's a pretty piece, man.
Whatever, bruh. Pretty piece it is. You right.
Yeah, man.
Everybody else has, all these other Labbits got cancer, and I'm not with it.
I know. I'm not big on this. I guess Frank smokes cigarettes. That's what I get out of that.
Why?
I think Frank smokes cigarettes, and he is a rocker. He looked like a rocker, so I mean,
right? He real punk rock.
He real punk rocky, so he smokes the Marlboros.
And a lot of these, like have their own themes and stuff like that. Red Rum, that's from The Shining, and Hooverville Labbit and all that. And huh?
That's from The Shining?
Yeah, Red Rum. Those kids that were like Red Rum, Red Rum.
Oh.
So all these are themed in some kind of way.
He dropped a lot, man, and it was just 2 seasons, right? He dropped 2 seasons of Labbit.
Right, he's dropped a bunch. Yeah, season 1, season 2. There's season 3.
3 seasons.
So the Christmas ones were season 3. Those dropped in December, obviously, of 2021. And then there's a cool thing. This is the only animated one. So when it dropped and I got it, I was expecting to just flip for like 50, and it went all the way up to 600.
Wow.
And I got like a 3-digit mint, so I didn't really want to sell it, but that was huge, and is definitely a collectible that I would grab.
The Hooverville is the only super rare one?
No, so the Hooverville Labbit. So the Hooverville Labbit was one that was airdropped to people, I think for having the whole collection at the time, or it was for a mess up. I think it might have been for like a mistake. And they dropped this to certain Labbit holders, and then it hit the market, and it's gone way down since when it first dropped, but the whole market's down at the recording of this video. And even so, I mean, for $25 to 165, that's not a bad return. And some of these, like this ultra rare is like huge, like so much more than it actually you could have bought it for. So had you bought a bunch of them on the drop, you would have been sitting real nice. And so that kind of takes us to where are Labbits going? Well, Frank had talked in an AMA about a Labbit verse in the VV verse, and potential Labbit breeding. Now, I don't know what that looks like, since they don't have any of these. They don't have anything for breeding.
Like no reproductive system? They
don't need it though. They just pop them out. Just like me and you, your mama and your Labbit too, making all babies on chrome, Hey. So I'm excited about the breeding aspect. And because of that, I got this Labicorn. I also got a Red Rum, and I got the Hoover, the young Hoover non-secret rare Labbit.
That would be interesting, man. I'll be so upset at myself if I didn't capitalize on buying any of these Labbits and they start breeding them. That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Wow.
Imagine like a red Labicorn, little, that'd be hella tight.
With the rainbow? You really
with the rainbow throwing up? Do you think rainbows have a sexuality, Tony? Get the Omi?
No, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Do you think the rainbow has a sexuality?
You're real hung up on this colorful strip of line here.
No, the rainbow is cool, man. I'm just like, it's just cute. It's just like for a little girl to me. I don't know. It's just like,
okay, that's fine. Well, maybe you have to redefine the boundaries of existence. You know what I mean? Maybe you got to jump in and say,
"Hey, it's pretty,
right? A little anime style. I mean,
yeah."
A lot of grown men buying Hello Kitty. I'm saying.
I don't know in your ass.
Not me, not your boy. One, that's a rainbow I don't go down. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to find the end of that rainbow.
Hello Kitty. But you know what? Honestly, after seeing some of his physical stuff, which I didn't really dive into prior to this video,
right?
I'm actually more interested in seeing what he drops on Veve, because a lot of the physical stuff is dope. And I mean, I actually would buy a few of his pieces. Like, I'm not really big fan on the Labbits. I do like what he did with the Labbits physically. I like that he did the plush, like he did teddy bear. Like the fact that you have a teddy bear, well, no, I guess it's not a bear, a teddy Labbit, right? And he has like the knife inside of the Labbit. I'm like, bro, that is so dope. Like, and I'm like, I don't know. It was actually a Labbit I seen.
Which one you talking about?
No, it was one of his physical Labbits.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think it was on the front page of it.
Yeah,
like the front page. It was like one of it. But these are super dope, man. Like the bull. Ooh. Like these are some cool pieces to have like in your crib. You know,
that gold one, that gold 20-inch plus Dunny. Woo.
I like the little crown on his ear. That's fire.
That's tight. Yeah, there's a lot that could be released on that's kind of a Care Bear style thing. Yep, Care Bear, Julie West. But yeah, like, so Frank also talked about a Labbit verse, which could be a potential land in the Veve verse that is designated to Labbit lovers, as well as people who just want to be in a certain area of space and, you know, have their Labbit fantasies come true in this little world. So there's so much opportunity for whole spaces and communities to be built in the Veve verse when it launches. So if you like a collectible, it doesn't matter if it's too cute for a grown man, or if it's something that like you're just like, you know what, I don't know, but I love it. Just, you know, go for what you like, not financial advice, and know that a lot of these collectibles have yet to even reveal what their utility is going to be, how they're going to be used, and how they can add value to them in the future. So definitely be on the lookout for all that stuff. And I think that Frank Kozik is an awesome addition to the Veve space. Let us know in the comments. You know, if you like this this subject matter, we'll definitely do some more brand breakdowns. Type yes if you want more brand breakdowns for things you might not know about. We don't know about a lot of the brands and the artists, so it would help us. Type no if you're like, get back to whatever else you're doing. And then type D if either way you think it's dope. That being said, I'm Grandison Crawford.
And I'm Tony, get the Omi.
Tony, get the Omi. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to support Veve Bros. We've been Veve Bros, and we'll see you when we're looking at you. Peace.